After recent episodes, can't quite believe I'm saying this, it's the Champions League semi-final against Manchester United. Folks, welcome back, and it's no longer Do It Better. This isn't part 6. This is me versus Manchester United. Both legs for you today. So let's delve into match 1, and let's do it with a fancy little. Wada! There we go. I don't know what that was. Welcome back, then, viewers. So today, big episode as we play Manchester United. That's right, the biggest of games possible, really. We drew 1-1 with Empoli to go into this. So the perfect preparation, viewers. They went down to 10 men. I got complacent, and we did not win. So welcome to my life. And I'm going to kick off this episode by saying, if this episode hits 2,000 likes, that's a big old number. Over the weekend, the Italian Cup final will come your way, and then I'll see you again on Monday. If not, we'll do it on Monday. Look, the choice is in your hands. They're my hands. So, Manchester United, first at home, then away. Of course, away goals mean nothing. But let's introduce you to the team for today's game. I used to say that all the time. Oh, good times. Memories all alone in the moonlight. Sorry. Got talent stuck in my throat there for a moment there. Tonali comes back in at anchorman. I'm just looking through. I don't think we'll change anything else. And the big thing we're not going to change is Salamiakis is going to remain out of the side for now. And I'm going with the 11, well, I say the 11, pretty much the 11 that I trust at this point in time, which means no place for SMS, no place for Tomori at the moment, who has had a pretty good year, but I really like Anel. If anything, keep Tomori in and move Quates out. But I really like Anel. He's going to start for me, despite the big money spent on Quates in this first leg. He's not going to start. I'm taking a bit of a risk. Lodi's at left back as we've still got an injury to Hernandez. His season is all but done. I dare say 4 to 8 weeks left. I mean, it might, I don't know, maybe at the end of the year, maybe if a Champions League final rolls round, maybe he could feature, but it's not looking good for him. And the injury, again, is a problem. So, the rest of the side, Kessie and Benacer in the centre, Dybala behind Adeyemi and Vlahovic. Again, feel for Cavani a little bit, but has played the perfect third striker role this season. And Vlahovic and Adeyemi this year, 51 goals between them. They've cut sort of out there right at this point. Brahim Diaz, made an error. He will start from the bench. It's a decent bench, actually. We've got some good options off it. If I have to change it, we definitely have to say these options. All right, then. Come on, then. Can you feel it? Can you feel it tonight? Yes, I can. I thought I'd already clicked it. I hadn't. The assistant suggested we make some changes, but this is the lineup I'm going with. And I realised we're at home. I'm going to do what, because their wingers are quite scary. The defensive wing-back thing that we've done in recent games, I'm a big fan of. And in these games, I think that's probably wise. Have I gone way above the options for substitutes? I can only have 7. Oh, okay. Well, the options on the bench are not quite as fruitful as they once were. I'm looking at that. That's probably right. I mean, Salamiakis for Busquets. I mean, Busquets can't even be on there. Salamiakis is struggling for fitness anyway. I realised I said I'm not going to play him. I wouldn't have played him, viewers. That's the reality of it. But here we go then. Can the Milan boys give us a good footing to maybe do something and get to a Champions League final? It would be as improbable as anything else we could do. This is not very likely, but we'll give it a go. Look, Ronaldo is coming off a hat-trick in the second leg of their last game. Of course, we're coming off the win against Manchester City on aggregate, must be said. It was a dramatic 3-3. The Raheem Sterling incident has gone viral. I mean, a few people tweeted me about it. It's gone viral. And there's their lineup then. Souček and Pogba, Rashford, Fernandes. Danger everywhere, basically. And we're going to have to try and keep a handle on Ronaldo. Of course, if you missed it, I did a series with Manchester United where I tried to do the job better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could do the job, and succeeded. But I definitely think you should check it out. If you want to see a more tactical side of me, that's the series for you. As Vlahovic there, by the way, goes very close very early. We've got another corner straight away, by the way. Back into Vlahovic. It's cleared away to Shaw, who is not known for his attacking prowess, I wouldn't say. Certainly not through the centre anyway. Maybe from left back occasionally, but not from the centre. As Wan-Bissaka runs forward, and we have to have our wits about us. Of course, at left back, Lodi. Do not be sent off. But it's actually Dybala doing some tracking back. It's a brilliant run all the way through. Is it a push from Anel? After picking him up as well. After giving him the big, oh, here he comes. Absolute disgrace. It's going to be a penalty. I've never seen a push not be given as a penalty. And I suspect Ronaldo is going to step up and take it. He is. We need Dominik Livakovic to do something magical to avoid going 1-0 down early. And he can't do it. Ronaldo scores and celebrates. See, it just felt right that I did it for him. I don't feel good about it though. 1-0 United, and now an uphill battle to take place. We'll move to positive straight away. We'll try and just speed things up a little bit, maybe have something happen in a reaction to their goal. But to give away a penalty so cheaply, so annoying. We're having more of the ball, we're having more possession in the early stages. This has got to be a theme in the game, I think. I think our midfield diamond can absolutely control the Souček-Pogba midfield. It's whether we can get past Varane and Maguire once we break those lines. Like we've got Adeyemi up against Maguire. I'd like to think we've got an opportunity to maybe find something on the counter there. But Pogba's on it, plays it all the way back to Maguire, who calmly finds Pogba again. Lovely ball into Sancho in the header. A little dangerous. Going to change the way we distribute the ball. Ordinarily, we look for Vlahovic from the goalkeeper, but I now want the fullbacks to bring it out and maybe make something of this. This is very different from our first leg against City. We won that game with a Vlahovic header. We had a few chances in that half from corners to maybe make the same thing happen again, but the penalty this time means the battle in the second game is going to be very, very different. And of course, we go away to Manchester for that one. But it's Madrid, it's United that bring the ball forward. Maybe on a side of things to come, viewers. Of course, we've got players off the bench that can change it. I noticed Benacer on a yellow card. We've got SMS. I mean, we might as well bring him on at some stage. Do not get sent off there. Absolutely not. As United keep the ball pretty handedly. Their fullbacks have got a lot of time to do as they please, it feels like. And the space that Rashford then gains from that is a little bit dangerous. Back to Pogba. If we can maybe close the ball down, Souček comes in with support and the ball out wide is good. And actually the problem we've got on this side now is a problem I tried to create in the series as Manchester United manager. It felt very familiar. Tomori gets it clear, but it's not over yet, the danger, as Wan-Bissaka again trying to get past his man. He does get past his man, and that arguably should have been a goal. I'm going to put them back. I'm going to sit them a lot deeper. I'm actually going to bring Tonali forward in all of this and then bring SMS in and try and release SMS a little bit, attacking Mazzala. We've got a playmaker in Tonali to sit a little deeper. It still will act like a diamond, but a little bit of width, maybe hopefully supporting those fullbacks if possible, as Adeyemi with a big chance there as we come back. Blimey. Big chance. 51 minutes gone, still 1-0 United, but I don't think we're out of this yet. Problem you have with someone like Ronaldo is that you think of his like finishing ability, but I'm sure you consider this too, but his aerial ability is so strong. It's so good. Jumping, reaching, heading. Still really, really good. And they're playing him as a poacher, which is interesting. Sancho cutting in on that side. They've got Hernandez sitting just behind. Rashford on the other side doing a similar job to Sancho. I'm not sure. I actually think, like, in shape-wise, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. It might be a case of changing some personnel up front, but so far, so good. Diaz might be the option for Dybala, or maybe moving Dybala to striker and getting Adeyemi off might be the move. But then you've got two left footers and it's tricky. But there's SMS, great run from him, by the way. Big chance. Adeyemi's there. Oh yes, that's what we're talking about. It seemingly comes out of nothing, viewers. SMS with the ball, it goes towards goal. Adeyemi's there to poke home, almost in an empty net, but it's still a difficult finish. Really well worked from us, really. And the pass here, it's Tonali that plays it through. That is delicious. Great run from SMS. You just get that with Mazzala's. It wasn't even saved, so I thought it was. I mind blanked for a second there. The tackle went in from Wan-Bissaka and straight into the path of Adeyemi, and now it's 1-1, and now we've got something to believe in. And I think we've adapted well. I think the system change has definitely helped us a little bit. It definitely feels now like it's Manchester United who are on the back foot, and we maybe have an opportunity. You can see it still operates in a diamond kind of way. Tonali at the base of it now, just trying to control things. Finds Dybala. The ball's for Adeyemi's brilliant. The hair comes to commit. Adeyemi goes round him. It's 2-1. I'm trying to punch the air all the time. What a goal. 2-1. And we could be, oh my word, we could be en route to a Champions League final. I can't handle it. Vlahovic there, what a ball, what a creative pass that is, and the touch from Adeyemi to get away from De Gea. He's scrambling at the end there. It's 2-1. That little change in system has done wonders. We're going to get Diaz on for Dybala as well. Dybala's just had such a quiet game. That from Vlahovic, that assist keeps him in it, and you can see all the performances so far, maybe apart from Anel at the back, are not too bad. We could bring on Quates, like it's a bit of a gamble to change a centre-back, as there's the aerial power of Ronaldo. He should have scored. I'm going to get Quates on, not just because Anel's having quite a poor game, not really recovered from the penalty situation, but because the height he brings, he's a big old lad as well. I think Anel's pretty tall too, as, oh God, well, this is about to be tested, isn't it? Varane at the back post, he's so good in the air on FM this year. Deary me. Varane makes it 2-2, and it looks like at least we're going to go into the second leg on level terms, and that's I don't know if I'm happy about that or not really. It's such a good free corner, from Bruno, and Varane rises highest, and it's perfectly placed. Well, hang on, Tonali goes in. Oh my word, De Gea with a great save. It nearly wasn't over. 5 minutes of injury time. Maybe I'm a little bit quick to call this. as Tonali's going to be on this. We know that Vlahovic, actually, front post, again, a 6'3" man. You've got Quates on the goalkeeper. Can we maybe find something? Oh, it's easily dealt with by Maguire. They're a big team, United. Tomori's forward, though. If we get the right pass, Lodi's there as well. We know he loves a shot on that left foot. Tomori trying to create a little bit of space. Tonali on the volley. Oh, my word, imagine. Oh, I can't imagine. I can't let myself be there. Okay, so far, so good. That could be worse. 2-2. I think I'd have taken it pre-game. If I'm honest, we now have a chance in the second leg to maybe hopefully adapt to where we were. Again, United's XG looks inflated there, in my opinion, because they had a penalty kick. Outside of that, we dominated. All right, then. So, as I say, we've got a league game in between. We play Genoa. I'm going to play a rotated 11, and I'll see you straight away back for the game against Manchester United. The second leg on the second. The league, just to remind you, is dead. So we are going for it. We're 15 points behind with 5 to go. It's pretty much impossible. Welcome back, viewers. I played this 11 against Genoa, and I lost 2-0. Good. Right, let's carry on. We're not here for that. We're here for... Watch this, viewers. And my temptation to start Cavani is pretty strong, but I'm going to start Diaz over Dybala, which is a big old call, I think. In the midfield, I'm going SMS and Kessie over Benacer. We didn't really have enough of it in that first game. I'm tempted to start like that, to be honest. I'm tempted to play a much sort of... a slightly more advanced lineup, I guess you would say. Play Kessie as a ball winner on one side, have Tonali in the middle, and try and pack it out, like really pack it out, and just see what happens. You're kind of playing like a 3 in that sense, and I feel like the situations maybe we could move Dybala to a central role if we bring him on, move Diaz to that side. Having seen Kalulu in that last game sort of get terrorised by Rashford, I'm going to go for the more experienced, I guess we would probably say, Salamiekos, who has been a bit of a star for me in recent years. I say recent years, but it's weird. Last year, 11 assists feels really good. This year, 5 assists and 2 goals. It feels pretty good in 26 games for a fullback. The 6.65 is a concern for me. I won't lie to you. But it's a 6.8 in Europe, so it's slightly better. So we're going to gamble. I'm going back to Quates and Tomori after the mistake from Manel in the first leg. I don't really want to risk him. I don't know if I'm happy with this or not. Game on. In fact, I'm going to move these boys back. I've bottled it, really, viewers, if I'm honest. I have bottled it. I think they're too scary out wide. I'm very scared of their wide players, whether it be Sancho or Rashford. I'm taking a few fitness gambles with Salamiekos and Tonali, but I feel like I kind of have to. The lineup for them, Greenwood starts. Luke Shaw doesn't start. Azpilicueta comes in. Yeah, Azpilicueta's at United. It's odd. But this is what makes Glory Hunter great. You get to see these sorts of bizarre transfers occur. And also the effects that your transfers have as you move around Europe on other teams. Because obviously we're going to leave AC with a pretty AC Milan. You should never call them AC, I've been told. We're going to leave AC Milan with a very, very good side. So it'll be curious to see what they can do with that side. And if they choose to sell bits of it off, like Adeyemi we brought pretty cheap, he's going to be able to be sold on for a pretty penny. Vlahovic, maybe the same. Okay, into it we go then. 2-2 the first leg. We saw it. You saw it. And now we go for game number 2. And last time we conceded a pretty early Manchester United goal. I'm concerned it might happen again. I do think, I've got to say, like as much as I like Quates and I like Anel, Tomori might be one of the best defenders in the game. I think he's so good this year. I'm curious to see where he'll be at in like 3 or 4 years. He's definitely a player I can see myself taking around Europe a little bit, given the chance. As that ball forward is a little bit wayward, in my opinion, not the best. And now you're giving Manchester United the chance again to bring this forward, and I'm very conscious of the overlap. But having them on defensive duties means they'll very much stick with the winger, you would think. And now Salamiekos, if there's one man that's quicker than him, it probably is Rashford. As the ball played in, Ronaldo's there, he's missed it, but so's Greenwood, fortunately. I mean, he runs back into goal, Livakovic. Oh my word, it looks a bit shambolic, doesn't it, from start to finish. Right, there's a few things we need to change here. I realised after the very first moment, I've moved these fullbacks back, and I forgot that we try and overlap them. So playing them on defensive duties and looking for the overlap, that just ain't going to work. I'm going to take them, I'm going to go sort of a middle ground. I'm going to take them off overlap, but I'm going to put them on support duties. So they will attempt to help out as and when, but I'm looking for these workhorses either side of Tonali to really be the difference makers here, to feed the balls to Diaz, to get Adeyemi in behind. It's been such a weapon for us this year. We need to see it more and more. Great work by Greenwood to be said there. Really quickly finds the ball back into Ronaldo after Livakovic got out of position. It was actually quite smart football from him. And right now, we are not going to the Champions League final as things stand. Of course, the other game, I'm pretty sure it's Arsenal and PSG, if I'm not mistaken. So a tough game if we were to face off against either. And again, away at Old Trafford now then, we need to see what we're all about. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tricky. Match stats-wise, we're just not in this off the bat. There's a few things I want to try here. that I don't know if they'll work. I'm gonna have Diaz be more of a playmaker and Tonali just sort of sit. And I'm going to have him as our point of, let's try and get him the ball. Let's try and get him involved. I think that's going to be one of my routes to goal maybe, is Tonali's got a corner. Tonali had a corner. Who knows what happened with it? We'll never know. It's our only corner of the game, viewers. That's what worries me. And possession-wise, in the first game, we were pretty dominant. In this game, that is not the case, as Greenwood brings it forward on that side. And this change of system for us to try and restrict United, will it come back to bite me a little bit? I am tempted to push the fullbacks further on, as we normally do. If there's another goal, I think our options are becoming a little limited. We probably will have to. But you look at the space. The way United have worked the ball there, by the way, is so good. I can't even be that mad at it. Rashford scores. They're going forward. We're going back to this. We're actually going to play this. I'm losing my head a little bit here. I'm going to have two trequartistas that hang wide. And I don't know if this is going to work, but my word, I'm going to do something. From what I've just seen from the boys there, we are, without doing something drastic, we ain't winning. So I'm doing something drastic. In fact, we're going to put Tonali in the centre and Kessie ball winning. Tonali, deep line playmaker. Half an hour in, viewers. Formation man is here to stay. We have to try and get him. The thing is, United are in total control here. And this game's going to pass me by without us being in it if we're not careful. Right, more direct passing. We're going to have to change it entirely how we play, I think. I think that's the only route here. Keep the ball, higher lines. I'm going to try and play off that a little bit. We're going to press them hard, force them inside, force them to where most of our players appear to sit. Of course, we're looking at 3 balls through to Ronaldo. I don't think it's going to be that common. So if we can force those to happen a little bit, then I fancy our chances with Tomori on the cover. A few years ago, I probably wouldn't have said that. But now I'm saying that Ronaldo for Tomori is Tomori's fight to win. Right. Not good, is it? So what are we going to do? How are we going to rescue this? We love a comeback. How are we going to do it? Well, performance-wise, everyone's been quite appalling. So I don't really know if there's an obvious choice here. But the first choice I'm going to make, and this is going to look even more mental than it was a moment ago. I'm going to play 2 attacking target men either side of Adeyemi, who's going to be pushed on. This is nonsense already. And then SMS is going to play as an attacking midfielder, just sort of supporting behind. And wish me luck, viewers. I don't know if this is going to work. Well, I do know it probably isn't going to work, but there's method in the fact that I think early crosses to either target man might give us a chance. We've got natural footers on either side. I'm a little bit concerned that Adeyemi's on a 6.2. In fact, I'm very concerned he's on a 6.2. Get Dybala on. All right, we're going to play SMS back as well. We're going to try double Mazzala in the midfield. We're going to try and push a lot of players forward here. And we're going to go attacking because we are 2-0 down with half an hour to go. We've suddenly had 5 shots. We're having no shots. We've had 6 shots. Right, we've started shooting. This is a good start. 7 shots so far, none on target. 20 minutes to go. We'll take any highlights we can get, to be honest. Right, here we go then. Let's see. Is there going to be opportunity for us to do something? That from Maguire is horrendous. So now we have to try and live a dream, viewers. 20 minutes to go. Let's face it, based upon what happened in the City game, anything feels possible for us right now. Kessie to Dybala, big chance. Oh my, De Gea's already diving there. He's offside apparently, but De Gea was already diving there. And we chose to put it basically down his throat, which wasn't ideal. We need 2 goals and we need them pretty quickly. I mean, Cortez, Salamiekis, just to stay in this now, we need something magical to happen. Another goal for United, and it might be over. And there's Jadon Sancho as he roars in on goal. It's an amazing tackle from Lodi, by the way. On a yellow card, he had to make it. It was one of those, wasn't it? Tomori brings it out now then. Can we try and force something? The ball forward is not his best work. Let's face it. Sancho now on this side into Bruno Fernandes. He's got options in the middle. It's all about the ball from Bruno. Will we be able to keep it out? Back post. It's floated in. It's Ronaldo. It's the target man. Oh, it's 3-0. I think we've run out of lives a little bit, viewers. I think that's the problem. Of course, we've got the League Cup or the Domestic Cup in tomorrow's episode or the weekend's episode, hopefully. But I don't know. Maybe I changed too much. I guess it's easy to say now, isn't it, that we have changed too much here. But I don't know. SMS forwards. We might as well. I mean, just pile them forward, Ben. Everyone on attack. How can everyone be on an attack duty? Can you do that? I mean, technically, if you put Cortez in the middle there, you just make him a libero on attack. Salamiekis attack. They're all going to attack. We've nearly got every player on an attack duty, other than Tomori, who's covering. As there's a free kick to United with 10 to go. I mean, let's face it. If I'm expecting another goal here, it isn't necessarily in our favour, as United might find there is the odd gap all over the place. Quatez, brilliant defensive play. I mean, I'll take a goal now. I think it'd be nice just to see a goal. As here we are. Look, now we're attacking. Oh, we've given it away. Oh, crumbs. Sancho, right side. I think we're now. This is the death of Milan, isn't it? Ball played in. Rashford. Okay. I think it's fair to say now, the dream is over. This is the closest we've come. Semi-final. Against the United side that are very strong, apparently. Ollie's at the wheel, etc. We've got the ball. This might be our moment. If we come back from here, it will have to be my last video because I think it'll kill me. So, Lodi with the ball in. Cavani. I mean, if they break, we're in trouble. Salamiekis, ball back post. Oh, dear. This is how it's going now. I'm getting a little bit of hope, but it's been ripped away very quickly. Oh, Rashford. Oh, not 5. I mean, admittedly, is he onside? He can't be onside. Surely not. The cheek of that. Oh, it's not gone in, apparently. Rumour has it. Don't go into bed, oh. You can be quick, then. I'm saying goodnight to Doug viewers. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. I'm winning 4-0, if you're interested. I'm winning 4-0, if you're interested. No idea. No idea. Yeah, I mean, a bit embarrassing in the end. I think I've been criticised, people have said this before, I think I tinkered too much, viewers. That's annoying. 4-0. I'm far from pleased with what I just saw. I think the loss to Genoa was the killer, even if we did play a rotated side. Me trialling Tonali at centre-back was not the move. Yes, I'm thinking of playing him as libero next year. Shush. All right, negative. I'm going to be negative because it wasn't really good enough. And now this season basically boils down £53 million. Is that enough? It's actually not bad, really. Do you know what I mean? It's not that bad. So the question now begs then, is it still... Oh, we talked about it last time. Do we still stay here? I guess Sassuolo is going to be the decider for me. And I don't know what either will mean. If we win it, I think I'm more inclined to leave. Oh, we're in such a weird position. A lot of this, of course, will depend on what happens elsewhere in Europe. Will there be jobs on the line? Will there be jobs available for us to walk into? Right now, it doesn't look that likely. The only one that is interesting right now is that France's Claude Puel, or Italy's manager, who I think is Allegri, but has a different name because of the stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe either or would be an option for me, but it doesn't seem overly likely. I'm sorry this is not nearly as happy as the City game, but you win some, you lose some. And Season 2 right now, it rests in the balance of this next episode. It's the final against Sassuolo. It's a huge chance. Let's face it, it's a huge chance. That's a chance we might have to take. We love with care. If it's until next time. Hopefully you enjoyed the series. Do leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon for more. The one that got away.